Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's more than happy with last week's number.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bills.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now he'll try to run with this.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Look at this Buffalo defense.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the Bills at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
2nd and 4.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Thanks to receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And a quick throw here that's complete. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
As they've got it as we resume action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get
under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's the backup Goff.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well, so this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Back to throw. Complete over the middle of Harding. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I mean, it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Diggs has it.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 9.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Flush to his right. And some room to run now. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Buying time to his... And he's going to go down again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Are you serious?
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, They count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this play, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
It's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Buffalo, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Devin White. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 17 carries, 59 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Robinson up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
36-yard line.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
In motion right here, Boyd. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Look at this defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
As they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Chavez.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Payton.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin the drive with Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his, and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence, and if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football, and will take over at the 24-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And a Washington offense heading out.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he lost the football.
And And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got room at the 30.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3.
Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Commanders back out late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunter.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's third and a few inches. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Rolling to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Handoff now to Robinson. Down at the 25.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a dump off here to Robinson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, left side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Washington going to send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
97. Like pancake defense. It's a no-score deep.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Dances by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Check white, opposite, green, yellow, line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. In incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the Giants send out their punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Let's get out of here with a W offense. Hey, Cats,
now back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their mobile quarterback. 65 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd down, McKinley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The throw over the middle taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carlos Basham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a
and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The Washington offense set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball, locker room, and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Giants,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears, reigning league MVP. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bears and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans.
With Charles Davis as the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's
Snap.
It's
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fielded at the 33. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Right back to him on first down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 61 yards.
He's really been somewhat special to watch this season. It brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got the work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
7 yards there and a first down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bears' 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tyjae Spears, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield.
Going for two, they'll kick the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Titans at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards This is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down about the 38.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A gain of 3, second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looking to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Now, you guys are being holiday shoppers. You always got to get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And they will take over first and 10. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it will matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. Halftime on. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now Spears to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He completes it to Ridley. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Holmes has got it complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And Spears with another carry.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Forced out to his left. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st down, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Hand off to Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And here's again to Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 5. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To about the 48-yard line.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off and he's got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. He'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Titans now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
But his offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 40-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way.
At the 17-yard line.
He's back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So now the Titans down by 2, 45 seconds remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And the Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That one's taken in by Spears. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2.
They'll look to throw here.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have 1 last shot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business.